The avoidant person lives in perpetual conflict between their longing for connection and their terror of vulnerability. Their psychological wiring prevents them from directly expressing needs or admitting they want someone's presence, as such admissions feel like dangerous exposure that could lead to rejection or humiliation. Instead, they communicate their hidden desires through indirect signals and behavioral patterns that require careful interpretation. These signals emerge from their internal struggle between pride and loneliness, creating a complex language of needs they cannot speak aloud, but desperately hope will be understood and answered. They increase their visibility without direct contact. The avoidant person begins making themselves more visible in their former partner's world without initiating actual conversation. They engage with content their ex creates, appear in shared spaces with increased frequency, or position themselves where chance encounters become likely. This heightened visibility serves as a nonverbal invitation, allowing them to test whether their presence still matters while maintaining plausible deniability about their intentions. They create opportunities for their former partner to notice them and potentially initiate contact. This pattern reveals their internal conflict between wanting reconnection and fearing the vulnerability of admitting this want. By increasing visibility rather than reaching out directly, they attempt to spark their former partner's interest while protecting themselves from potential rejection. The avoidant person hopes their presence will trigger curiosity or care without requiring them to explicitly state they miss the connection or desire its restoration. They need their former partner to bridge the gap they cannot cross without compromising their defensive self-image. They share selective vulnerability. The avoidant person begins revealing struggles, challenges, or difficulties in ways that appear casual but carry deeper significance. They might mention feeling overwhelmed, facing a problem, or experiencing something challenging, offering glimpses into their inner world that they typically guard fiercely. These moments of selective vulnerability represent enormous risk for someone whose entire identity centers on independence and self-sufficiency. When they share difficulties, they are indirectly requesting support, comfort, or simply acknowledgement from someone they trust. This vulnerability serves as a covert invitation for their former partner to offer care and demonstrate continued concern for their well-being. The avoidant person cannot directly ask for support without experiencing shame about neediness, so they create openings through strategic sharing of struggles. They hope their former partner will interpret these glimpses of difficulty as opportunities to reach out with compassion, allowing reconnection to occur through their partner's initiative rather than their own explicit request. They ask about your well-being with unusual depth. The avoidant person begins inquiring about their former partner's life with a level of interest and concern that exceeds typical casual checking in. They ask questions that demonstrate they have been thinking about their ex, remembering details of their life, and genuinely caring about their emotional state and experiences. This increased curiosity reveals that the avoidant person has been holding their former partner in mind despite physical or emotional distance, contradicting their usual presentation of detachment and indifference. These deeper inquiries serve multiple purposes: gathering information about whether their former partner remains emotionally available, demonstrating continued interest without stating it explicitly, and creating conversational openings that might naturally lead to reconnection. The avoidant person uses questions as a safer form of engagement than declarations, allowing them to express care through curiosity, rather than vulnerable admission of missing someone or wanting them back in their life. They reference shared memories or inside jokes. The avoidant person begins mentioning experiences, memories, or references that only hold meaning within the context of their shared history. These callbacks to intimate moments serve as subtle reminders of the connection that once existed and the unique bond they shared.